Life is a tapestry woven with threads of joy and sorrow. We experience moments of pure bliss, laughter echoing in our hearts. Yet life also brings its share of pain. Heartache, loss, fear. These emotions can feel like heavy stones upon our souls, threatening to pull us under. In the midst of our suffering, it's easy to feel alone, lost in a sea of pain. We might question if anyone truly understands the depths of our sorrow, if anyone truly cares. But there is one who not only understands but also deeply cares. God, our loving Father. He sees our tears, hears our cries, and feels the weight of our burdens. His heart is a wellspring of compassion, overflowing with love and empathy for His children. No matter what you're going through, know this: you are not alone. God is with you, and He cares. So, are you ready to transform your life and reach levels of success and happiness that you never dreamed possible? I'll leave a link in the description below this video to discover the secret to getting exactly what you want in life. God's capacity for empathy is beyond human comprehension. He is not a distant deity indifferent to our cries. He is a loving Father who draws close to us in our pain. The Bible tells us, "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit." Psalm 34:18. He doesn't shy away from our pain but leans in, ready to listen with a heart full of love. Our cries, even whispered in the silence of our hearts, reach His ears. He hears our unspoken fears, our silent tears. He understands the pain that words cannot express. In His presence we find solace, knowing that our pain is acknowledged, our tears are valued. He is a God who sees, who hears, who cares. Throughout the Bible, we find stories that illustrate God's immense compassion. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus, knowing the pain that awaited Him, cried out to His Father. He understands the weight of our burdens because He has carried them Himself. We see God's love in action when He rescued His people from slavery in Egypt. He heard their cries, saw their suffering, and intervened with a mighty hand. In the story of the woman with the issue of blood, we witness Jesus' tender compassion. He stopped, acknowledged her pain, and healed her, demonstrating His heart for the hurting. These stories and countless others remind us that God is a God of compassion. He has not forgotten us in our suffering. He is with us, walking alongside us every step of the way. Letting go. Trusting in the divine embrace. Acknowledging God's presence in our pain is the first step. The next step, often the most difficult, is surrender. It's about releasing our burdens into His capable hands, trusting that He knows what is best for us. This doesn't mean ignoring our pain or pretending it doesn't exist. It's about surrendering our need to control, to understand, to fix everything ourselves. It's about saying, "God, I trust You with this. I don't have the answers, but I believe You do." Surrender is a daily act of faith, a choice to trust in God's love and sovereignty, even when we don't see the whole picture. It's about finding peace in the midst of the storm, knowing that He is in control. Finding peace in the shadow of His wings. When we surrender our worries to God, we open our hearts to a peace that surpasses all understanding. It's a peace that doesn't depend on our circumstances, a peace that remains even in the midst of life's storms. This peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of God in the midst of them. It's the assurance that we are not alone, that He is fighting for us, that He will never leave us nor forsake us. In the book of Psalms, we find these comforting words: "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty." When we dwell in God's presence, we find refuge, comfort, and peace. The promise of dawn, hope in the midst of suffering. Suffering, though painful, does not have the final say. God promises a future filled with hope, where pain and tears will be no more. He promises to wipe away every tear from our eyes, to make all things new. This hope is a beacon of light in our darkest moments, a reminder that our pain is temporary, but God's love is eternal. It's the assurance that He is working all things together for our good, even when we can't see it. Cling to this hope. Let it fill your heart with strength and courage. The dawn is coming, and with it, the promise of a new day, a day where pain and sorrow will be no more. Walk with God, He will never let you go. Life's journey is not meant to be traveled alone. God desires to walk with us every step of the way, through valleys of shadows and over mountains of joy. He is our constant companion, our ever-present help in times of trouble. Open your heart to Him. Share your pain, your fears, your hopes, your dreams. He is a God who listens, who understands, who cares. Trust in His love. Lean on His strength. Find comfort in His presence. He will never leave you nor forsake you. He will walk with you every step of the way, guiding you towards His perfect peace. Now, what if I told you that you could instantly tap into an incredibly powerful, subconscious force that's right under your nose? Curious to learn more? Click the link in the description below this video to listen to the 1-minute prayer. This ancient wisdom can transform your life by manifesting wealth, abundance, and blessings. Don't wait. Take the first step towards a prosperous future now. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. How have you encountered God's love in your life? Share your story, and let's encourage each other to seek God's love daily. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more daily devotionals that will inspire and encourage you to deepen your connection with Jesus.